right, guys, welcome live to North McKinney Cricket Ground, the venue for the finals of Dallas Premier League. It's been a fantastic tournament so far. This game is between Punjab Lions and Dallas Stallions. The Dallas Stallions are firmly in control of the game, but I have the pleasure right now of sitting with the candidate for for our state representative, Miss Melisa Denis. Glad to have you here. How are you liking this game so far?
It's fantastic. I would love to get a chance to look at it and understand it a little bit more. These guys look pretty tough, so sounds like a sport that you need to really understand how to position yourself because you could get hurt.
Absolutely, you could. It's similar to baseball, you know, getting hurt. Melissa, give our viewers who are watching right now and will be watching in the future, because will be on our Facebook page and YouTube, a little bit of background about yourself and let them know what you're standing for.
Fantastic. Well, again, it's Melisa Denis, and this is State House 115. So that is Capel, Carrollton, Irving, Farmers Branch, and Addison. And so just a brief background, I just recently retired. I was a partner with KPMG for the last 25 years. And so I really want to help bring some common sense business principles, conservative business principles to our state house, and help both. I helped both Fortune 500 companies as well as small business companies, and I want to bring that business mentality to Austin.
A lot of our viewers are part of the district that you just mentioned, and I apologize for getting the pronunciation of the name incorrect. No, a lot of people can't grasp the concept of, okay, how does a state representative help me in my normal daily life? How would you answer that?
Well, I've been knocking on doors. We've knocked on about 20,000 doors in the past 3 or 4 months, and really what I'm hearing over and over again is two main things: the economy and my kids. And so the economy, obviously, the inflation is having an impact, but more specifically is property taxes, and it is having a disproportionate impact to our community. And I, as a tax accountant, I'm going to help us solve some of those issues. At the same time, many of the people that I am talking with talk about education and really focusing on what's key. And so I think it's important for us to fund our education, stick to the priorities, and as your state representative, I'm going to be laser focused on doing both of those things.
Fantastic. Just a little bit more about the property tax thing. Just very generally, how would you be able to help in that regard?
So for me, it's important because property taxes fund our cities and they fund our schools. So, you know, as an accountant, I'm kind of pretty logical. So if the city and the schools need X amount to run their business, let's say they need $100 to run their business. Just because property values are increasing doesn't necessarily mean that we need to collect more than that $100 to run the city and the schools. And so my goal is to see how can we dial back what is collected from taxpayers and not given to the government to begin with, so that we can run our schools and we can run our cities without this huge surplus. Right now, we're sitting on a $27 billion surplus in the state of Texas. And I would rather you keep it in your pocket and not have the government spend the money.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for explaining that for all of our viewers, including me, in a way that we can understand it. A lot of times we see politicians explaining stuff and it just goes over people's heads, and you know, there's no use of that. So thank you very much for putting it that so simply for us.
Well, I'm a business person. I'm like you, and so when you're running a business, you think about, okay, you know, where the revenue coming in and what am I spending it on? And so I want to apply those kind of simple principles to our government, and I think we can. We're going to change some things, but I'm excited about taking that mentality to Austin.
A lot of our viewers, a lot of people involved with cricket have immigrated to Dallas, are part of the immigrant community. How has the response been that you've noticed so far from our community?
Well, this community, it's a conservative community. It's all about family. It's all about prioritizing education and providing for our kids, safety for our kids. And so that's really what I'm hearing when I'm knocking on doors. They want to make sure that their kids are protected when they're at school and they have an opportunity to flourish. And that's what I want us to be laser focused on and keep some of the politics out of it, because policy matters.
Absolutely. In the end, is there anything else that you would like to add for our viewers who are listening to us and watching us right now?
Well, when it comes to sports, I just want to say how I believe that games like cricket and activities for youth, I mean, you think about the coaching, the mentoring, the being able to play with a team. There are tons of life skills that you get from youth sports. And I just think it's something that we need to continue to fund. It should be part of the curriculum. And I'm very proud of what you guys are accomplishing. And I think that we should just continue to find ways to make sure that our kids are getting well-balanced education, and sports is a big part of that. And I love what you guys are doing with cricket.
Thank you so much. And if any of our viewers want to reach out and have any further questions, how can they reach out to you?
Well, I have my personal cell phone number and my email address on my website. It's Melisa Denis, DENIS.com. Call me anytime, and I enjoy communicating and getting connected with people right where they sit.
Thank you so much. Melisa Denis with us, candidate for state representative. It was a pleasure talking to you, and thank you so much for coming out and supporting us.
Thank you, and I just encourage you to come out and vote. The election is on November the 8th. Exercise your right. Make sure you understand what's going on in your community, and I appreciate all that you're doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.